Hey there, it's the Yard Buddha, and today I'm just going to do a little tour of my backyard because a few people have asked me what I got going on back here and what I got cooking. So it is almost the end of June here. It's about 100 degrees. It's going to get it up to 105 next week, and so let's get these things photoed before they all melt. But I've got a big giant tomato cage here in some straw bales. These are heirloom tomatoes. Planted some marigold plants down there to make them a little more healthy. They protect from insects and other stuff. Got some cucumbers down here. Another tomato plant. These are in fabric pots that I saved the straw from last year and planted in those pots. Got some jalapeno peppers. And this is my rose area because this is kind of the hot area of my yard. They like the most sun, so I got lots of different colors of roses. Got a little cool bamboo bench with some of my bonsai projects I'm working on. I just put this rhodie in here and it's doing really well. Flowered a little bit this year, so I'm kind of training these guys to get where I want them to go. And then you'll notice in my yard I got a lot of pet projects, a lot of plants I brought home. I work at a Japanese garden and sometimes they have damaged plants and he lets me take them home and see what I can do. And so some of these are just been in pots for a while, and I'm just kind of trying to make them a little more healthy, see what they turn into. Maybe try to bonsai them, keep them in pots. But we got lots of pines, Japanese maples. This big guy here I've been training for about 2 years. This is a black pine. I've been kind of trying to pull the branches down, and I'll do that again in the fall. And I got some other petunias I'm trying to grow. Those things have been a pain in my butt, so I'll probably just buy them next year. Don't plant them from seeds. I got a big peonies plant right there. Some other herbs, but then over here we got a tamarack, or a western larch, that has survived a bit, but the top there I think is dead. So this may just be a bonsai plant about that tall in my yard for a while, but I like it. It loses its leaves during the winter, and these leaves are nice and soft, and they actually turn yellow there in the fall, which is really cool. This is a Japanese iris, got lots of lilies. This is a sequoia that has gotten really big and probably shouldn't be out here in Spokane. This is probably 7 years ago we planted this, and it's at least doubled in height. I mean, you can see the trunk in here is almost a foot wide now, so it's not going anywhere soon. We'll see how tall that gets. I got some more little project plants. I got a dwarf Bing cherry tree here that is producing lots of nice fruit this year. This is a dwarf lilac tree that is supposed to stay that height, but I've had to beat it down. We've got an alpine fir here that's nice and skinny, tall and straight. I got another one over there kind of hidden in between those two trees as well. But I got lots of ferns, and this is a variegated iris right here that I've been growing for a couple years. Got some grasses. This is blue oak grass, some heucheras. Got my blueberries back here. Got 4 different types of blueberries, all kind of cross-pollinating, trying to kind of add one each year. Got my sweet stone lantern. Got some stones hidden in here. This is a Japanese forest grass, which is only a year old. That should get nice and big. Japanese barberry, a Buddha, and this is a golden moon maple. More lilies, different types of lilies. This is a Vanderwolf's pine, which has got these really soft, nice needles that actually have some white in them as well, that I'm trying to train to kind of put into palms, and that's what you do in Japanese gardens, is you make these things into kind of balls on the side. And so you cut off the candles each year and they will tend to ball up like that. This is a vine maple, and then we've got another maple here. We've got a Japanese willow bush. We've got a climbing rose bush back there. This is some ferns and some hostas, all sorts of different types of hostas popping up. We got this big, huge honeysuckle locust, which is kind of taken over this huge area over here where I lost a tree, and now it's kind of filling in that void. So it's gonna get big. I got a blue spruce, little hostas and stuff. I try not to buy the same type of hosta. Try to get a bunch of different kinds and let them grow, but some of these are only a couple years old, so they should get bigger. I got just a regular maple tree right here. It's getting nice and big, but it's nice to have a little different variety. Most of the trees around here are these ponderosa pines that grow natural in Spokane, and so it's nice to have a whole different variety of stuff in the yard rather than ponderosa pines. I got my bamboo, which I just planted this year. Cut down some arborvitaes and got two different types of bamboo. This is a Biscuit Bamboo, and it's shot up a lot of new, really green, dark sprouts, which I'm happy with. And this is a yellow groove bamboo, and again, I fertilized it and it's shooting up a lot of these spikes as well. And those spikes are about as big as that bamboo cane is going to get, so it's not going to get any wider than that. But I got it up off the ground. This is running bamboo, so I'm not going to let it get into the ground if I can. And then I really like azaleas and rhododendrons, and this is kind of the shady area of my yard, this whole kind of south side under the trees by my fence. So I put in lots of ferns. That is a miniature rhododendron. This is a fir tree right here. I got some more project plants back here. I got a azalea that didn't like my front yard, so I just put it in a pot, moved it to my back. I got a yellow dwarf bamboo I'm trying to save. It got cut out about a month ago, and it's been really hot here, so hopefully it'll look better next year. I've got a lilac that I dug out of a neighbor's yard, keeping it in a pot, and I may just keep it in a pot there for a bit. But we're planning on building a kind of a Japanese style gazebo right back here in this area, and I plan on having some pots and stuff around there. I've got some seeds of maple trees I'm propagating in there. Only a quarter of them have popped up right now, but we're working on it. This is a morning glory. It likes morning sun, so it's sitting back here. Looks like it's happy. Rhododendrons, azaleas, heucheras, and then this is a sweet, probably 20-year-old azalea that I got from the Japanese garden that he just didn't want anymore, and so it's now living happily in my yard. But about a month ago in April, it was bright orange flowers, and it was sweet. I do like to add some rocks and stuff in here, and when these rocks get wet, they kind of have different colors in them as well, which I love. And then this is my new little bamboo spout water feature that I just built this spring. Copper water spout, just pouring into a granite basin bowl, kind of recycling into itself, and then my sprinklers hit that and fill itself up as well. And then I cut out a couple bamboo runners from the Japanese garden and just planted them in these pots. And even this one now is starting to spout up some new canes as well. So it's a grass, it's gonna grow really aggressively. So if you want to propagate bamboo, all you really need to do is in the fall, dig it up and put it in a pot and you're good to go. But this is a peonies, and this is also a new grass project that I just did. I completely tore out the middle of my yard and reseeded it with tall fescue. So this is my backyard. Got a few other hanging plants and stuff right there, but